Steve Jobs once said, "Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do." Those words stuck in my head as I thought about what to do for my Gold Award project. What did I love to do that at the same time could make the world a better place? I bounced ideas off my parents, with my dad chiming in with an occasional horrible dad joke, and my mom urging me to pick something that I would believe in and that I would love doing. It took more than a year of brainstorming sessions and researching different needs in my community. One day, like the crack of a takeout stone, it hit me. Curling. I love to curl. Ever since my dad first took me down to the rink when I was 6, I have been hooked. I love the feel of a handle in my palm and the roar of the rocks going down the ice. I also love to teach. Working with children to help them learn new skills and gain confidence is amazingly rewarding. Combining these two passions gave me the idea of organizing and running a youth curling program at the Medford Curling Club. Curling is a lifetime sport built on a foundation of good sportsmanship. Not only would a youth curling program expose young people to this exciting sport, but as they grow older, it will help increase participation and skill of the high school program, and in the long term, increase the number of potential future members of area curling clubs. The board members of the curling club were excited by the idea when I presented it to them. With the success of the program this year, the board has already asked if I would host another program next year. Parents also got involved and out on the ice, and next spring, there are plans to have a middle school league. I came into the project knowing a lot of things about curling, or at least I thought I did. I researched other programs and built a lesson plan, assigning tasks to helpers from our high school curling team. What I did not expect from my project was that I'd learned so much about myself. I learned that somewhere along the way, I had become a leader. My work the past 2 summers at Camp Birch Trails, along with my counselor training and leader in training work, also really taught me the skills needed to engage and lead young people and to work with groups while recognizing that every individual has his or her own learning style and needs. I had to deal with kids that didn't want to leave the warming room where their parents were sitting, as well as keeping control of a group of 30 kids standing on ice. I had to adapt on the fly, working one-on-one with kids until the spark of understanding caught fire in their eyes. I found that some learn best by watching and mirroring. Others learn by doing and having my volunteer curling mentors correcting them as they go. It wasn't always easy. One participant was deaf. No one had told me this beforehand, and I figured it out when her mother started using sign language to translate what I was saying in the warming room. I needed to adapt my plans to make sure she stayed safe on the ice. This girl's disability kept her from playing many team sports, but on the ice, she was everyone's equal, and by the end of the workshops, was consistently making her shots. She is now hooked on the sport. Sportsmanship is a major part of curling. If you burn a rock, it is your obligation to call the foul on yourself. When your opponent makes a great shot and knocking all of your rocks out of play, you congratulate them, even when inside you are crying a little bit. The sportsmanship doesn't end on the ice, though. In curling, the opposing teams sit down with each other and swap stories over drinks in the warming room after a game. Since this is a youth program, our beverage of choice was hot chocolate. This tradition promotes getting to know people even though they may have different beliefs or different cultures. You could be a teenager playing against senior citizens. You could be a school janitor playing against the CEO of a national company. On the ice, we are all equal. The rocks don't care what you do for a living or how nice of a car you drive. Another thing I did not expect from my project was seeing my little brother, Alex, improve his curling skills. He's a 5th grader with ADHD and dyslexia. His self-confidence is low because school is hard for him. He's been out on curling ice many times before, but this was his first time actually learning the sport. He had been a little reluctant to have a sister for a teacher, but over the course of the clinics, he went from almost falling on his face when throwing a rock to being able to slide out of the hack all the way to the hog line with control of the rock. His confidence got a huge boost from the experience. My project would not have been possible without my curling coach, Stuart Munson, my curling teammates, my Girl Scout Gold Award mentor, Barry Wolfgram, the Medford Curling Club board, and, of course, my parents. My project may not save the world, but it's something I believe in and love doing. I saw it change a few of the participants for the better. I may not be able to cure my brother's dyslexia, but I can show him that he has other talents and that there are many other things he can do. I may not be able to help someone hear again, but I can show her that on the ice, we are all equal and work together as a team. I was able to get children to try something new, to walk away from their parents and onto the ice. The sense of satisfaction from hearing them explain their love of my sport was priceless. Thank you, and good curling.